So I think it's both. It was both cool that I was doing it, and also sort of, I was a little bit of a nerd. Yeah.
And if you grew up in a place kind of further away from New York, I grew up near DC. It was foreign, I would say. Telling my parents I wanted to be an actor, they didn't even understand what that entailed, what that would mean, what being a working theater actor could possibly mean. And so it was a foreign, distant land to me as a kid. You guys?
Yeah. It's almost like Oprah Winfrey was talking when she had her final show. She was defining a calling, and I do think.
Oh, that was
great. And I think that there's an element of that in this business. It's almost like a vocation more than it is an occupation. It's something that you're drawn to, and it becomes who you are, as opposed and also what you do. And it's sort of hard to even find the line between what you are.
You all trained. You all went to school and studied acting. What, when you got out of school and in the years since, has been the difference? What's the difference between being in school, doing shows, and being in the real world and doing shows?
No money.
Right.
Or the unknown is just constant, right?
Yeah.
It's oppressively constant.
Yeah.
I think the big difference is that outside of school, your strength has to be much more inner than at school. You have a community at school. You have constant support and constant
resources.
You have to believe that what you're doing will somehow work out, and it's all in here once you leave those.
Nobody validates you once you're out. When you're in, people will say, you're doing a good job. Keep going. Try that again. Be true to yourself. When you're out, you gotta. That's all. Like you said, you got to really stay strong with yourself.
Yeah, I think there's all these things they forget to tell you about the business, right?
They don't know to tell you.
Yeah, and there's like the craft, and there's the thing that we do when we walk on on stage, and we have that 90 minutes or 2.5 hours or 3 hours where we do our craft, and then there's the other aspect of it, which is it's a business as well, and there are disappointments, and people make decisions. You get jobs and don't get jobs based on things that have absolutely nothing to do with, how dedicated you were and how prepared you were for that audition. So it's a really interesting thing, marrying like the commerce aspect of it and the art, and that's why I'm lucky and grateful to live in New York, where we can get together and do readings just for fun of shows. There's always something going on where you can tap into the part of you that does it just because you love it, not because you want to eat, and have an apartment.